So this is actually where I grew up at as well. We lived down this street here, down that block. The block that we're coming up on down here as well is 7th Street, I believe it was. Yeah, 7th Street. And we lived in the house right there on the corner as well. With braiding and cleaning, it's always been kind of therapeutical for me as well. With braiding, it kind of just comes to me naturally. And I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm good at it. I used to braid my own hair when I was younger. My mom never really had time to braid her hair or do anything to her hair, so I would braid my own hair. And it kind of just comes naturally to me, so why not just make money out of it, right? My name is Rosana. I'm the founder of Embrace Your Shine. We're creating stable transitional housing for upcoming leadership with our nonprofit. I'm also the founder of KC Micro Campers, where we're going to be converting box trucks into tiny travel homes or maybe even custom food trucks as well. We have tons of ideas, but we're going to keep it narrowed for those to begin with. I'm also a professional braider here in Kansas City off of Southwest Traffic Way. I also have a small post-construction cleaning company here in Kansas City where we focus on commercial buildings. So the industry I'm in with the nonprofit, I'm actually the founder and the CEO as well. The idea really came to mind of developing Embrace Your Shine because of my entrepreneur journey when I started in 2021, in March of 2021. It was something that I definitely could use to benefit and maybe even get further than what I am today. But the more I learned and the more I became passionate about helping individuals here in Kansas City, really give them that solid foundation and that stability and support that they could use to become the best version of themselves. Even when I was on my discovery or on my journey of self-discovery and empowerment, I could really use a travel home so I can have a great source of transportation and a safe place to stay all in one, is why I came up with the idea of that. I take this bus I would say about 4 days a week, but it gives me time to read, so I actually listen to personal development while I walk to the bus, and it's too loud to hear anything, and I don't have earphones, so I read while I'm on the bus, so it gives me time to read whatever I need to do. So if I'm reading like a finance book or maybe a personal development book, self-help book, whatever it is that I'm doing at that moment or interested in, I take that time to actually read and catch up on my reading. Where we'll be building the 6 small homes will be right over here. We actually just passed the phase 1 environmental survey a few nights ago, which is a delay that we've been having for a few months now. We're really excited to actually get this going. And then we're going to be meeting with the developers and the architect today to finalize all the site plans and the plans for the homes and things like that. But this is where we're going to be starting at. So it's from these light posts all the way back to that fence there.
I met Sana through my partner on Toronto's side. His son had met Sana at downtown Keystone. And then he had been aware of some of the interests I had in affordable housing or innovative housing. So he said, Sana, you got to meet Gary. And that's how it happened. So we've kind of worked with the nonprofit now for about 1 year. Embrace Your Shine has taken and focused upon a niche, a very small niche. Many times when you talk about affordability, you're talking about homelessness or those that are close to homelessness. That is such a huge picture, and no one entity can really address that. So we looked at this real small niche, and that would be young adults, say 18 to 30 approximately, who have some ambition to go out there and make a difference in the world.
With braiding and cleaning, it's always been kind of therapeutical for me as well. With braiding, it kind of just comes to me naturally. And I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm good at it. I used to braid my own hair when I was younger. My mom never really had time to braid her hair or do anything to her hair, so I would braid my own hair. And it kind of just comes naturally to me, so why not just make money out of it, right? He's never had his hair braided, so he's in the beginning stages of growing out his hair. Right now I'm just making sure it's in the middle before I go on the sides and clean it up before he gets his hair cut. As you can see, his hair is pretty short, so I'm taking my time with it. We're at Rare Barber Studio, 2811 Southwest Boulevard, right next to Boulevard Nights on the west side. And with cleaning as well, I had to rechannel my negative and anger energy into something positive. So cleaning would help calm me down a lot. So that's it. Now I'm just cleaning the house like I do every other day before I get my day started. I've been up since like 5:30, almost 6.
Why are you up so early?
It's just like a natural reaction now for some reason. I don't even set my alarm clock. Just wake up that early and I get started. So most of the time I either I'll pray or I'll meditate or sometimes I'll read or listen to like audios of personal development before anybody wakes up, so I can have my peace and quiet because we have a full house. So I was really interested in learning how investments really worked because I didn't know anything about it. But me being an entrepreneur and not having a job or a steady income, I'm like, okay, I have to figure out another way to create revenue, to take care of myself and my children. And that's how I started learning about the nonprofit business and got into Embrace Your Shine. And
today we are at SourceLink because during your interview you said that you had a lot of questions about your business and growth. Are you excited today?
I'm very excited. I have tons of questions to ask and I can't wait to see what they have for me.
And I know they're ready. So the reason why I brought you here to SourceLink is because one, they are one of our partners on the show. And two, if you want to start a business in Kansas City and you need resources, the one only place to go to is SourceLink. So I'm like, let me bring you here. Let's meet with Michael Carmona and give us a little bit of a tour and also give us some info. So are you ready?
Okay, awesome. Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let's go get it.
Let's get it.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Michael?
How you doing?
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hi,
Hey,
how are
how are
you?
you doing?
Good,
to
how are
see
you?
Beautiful,
Welcome.
beautiful. So we are at your spot, Michael. Tell people who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so Michael Carmona with SourceLink, which is part of the UMKC Innovation Center here on 4747 Troost. And what we do is we help to connect entrepreneurs to the resources they need to help them start and grow their business.
Sweet.
So really excited to have you here with us today and introduce you to the rest of the team.
Yes.
All right.
So
Beautiful.
over here, we have Summer, who is one of our student employees, helping support a lot of our work.
Good, how are you?
Rosana, I'm
Good
great.
to meet you.
Thank you.
Zeke, good to meet you.
And Sophia over here, who is our community navigator, one of our folks
Hello.
to help people
Good to
get
see you.
connected to resources.
Hello,
Nice
hello,
to
hello.
meet you.
I think you know Shantae
Hi,
here
Shantae.
on our team. So let me introduce you to Jamila, who's
Hi,
our
Jamila.
network navigator, and she'll be the one working with you
Rosana.
today, Rosana.
Jamila, nice to meet you.
Zeke, nice to meet you.
Hi, Zeke.
Sweet. So I heard you're the one with all the info,
Maybe.
and she come with all the questions. So we're gonna
Yes.
get it started. So Jamila, let me ask you this: how do you normally usually start this process? Do you ask them a little bit about their business, or what's your first question for them so they can be able to get understand, or do you go straight to the problems? How do you do it?
It just depends on the approach.
Yeah.
So usually when entrepreneurs contact me, they have an idea of what needs to be solved. And that usually can range from understanding where they are in the process, understanding their business idea, and being able to translate that in a way that other people can understand.
Yes.
So I have incorporated a new nonprofit called Embrace Your Shine. We're a 501c3 organization, and we're dedicated to providing safe transitional housing for upcoming leadership here in Kansas City. I'm new to all of this, so I'm definitely learning as I go. So I may be like a business consultant to help me figure out where I'm at now or what I'm missing and what kind of gaps that they can help me fill and go from there.
I was very impressed that she was so far along in her journey. and have really done the research to know what it entails, as well as knowing what the options are. I was very impressed. The energy is definitely there as entrepreneurs is really needed, and the eagerness to continue to learn and access the resources from our network. So we do have support that can help you identify the correct answers.
Okay.
It goes back to your business plan and knowing how you want to run your business.
Okay.
That will help determine what licenses and permits will be required. Also, with your structure, should the nonprofit own the for-profit, or should the for-profit own the nonprofit? Once you have your business plan established, you know exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it. That is going to be the driving force to help determine that. And the lawyers that we can connect you with can help you with those steps.
Okay. Awesome.
So I know that you have a lots of questions that
Yeah.
I think especially you and Jamila definitely need like a more than an hour session just sit down and be able to digest it. But I think for the intro today, that the business plan reviewing that is very essential. We have a couple more stops and some surprises I have for her on the way that she doesn't know about that we're gonna
Okay.
get to. But I think it's cool that we came and had this intro meeting, and we definitely come back and have more in depth to answer all the questions that you have. But Jamila, thank you so much for having us and giving us some info, and we
Thank you
will
so much for
continue
your
our
time.
journey.
Of course.
So, all right, thank you so much, and we can we'll come back. We'll come back. Probably more her so than me. Just come
Yeah.
back and get some more
I'll
info.
definitely be here.
But yeah, thank you so much. So we have transitioned from KC SourceLink down to Keystone, the
Yes.
ecosystem where it all happens. And I know you office out of here, right?
Yes, I do.
So tell us a little bit about Keystone and the importance of this space for you.
Well, this place is actually very important to me. I'm actually grateful for this organization, because without this place, I wouldn't have been able to start my business or to even thrive. They really created that stability that I needed to have everything in one place.
Exactly.
And there's always something different going on here.
That's true.
I actually met my partner here as well. That's partnering with me on Embrace Your Shine.
Yes.
Also, well, I didn't meet him per se, but I met the individual that introduced me to him.
Okay.
And then we kind of developed it from there.
And also, I also office out of here as well.
Yes.
So this is where all the change makers, the creators, the innovators are always in here. Like you said, there's always someone in here who has something greater to do and they can connect with. And like your office is right back there where you do all your, and it's free too.
Yeah,
right?
and it's free.
Yes.
That's the best thing about it, because it's free.
So the person we're about to go meet is Brad. I'll let him give you a little bit of info. And I know you've seen Brad around.
Yeah, I've seen Brad around.
Now I'm gonna actually let you guys to work. So Brad, how you doing?
Awesome.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
All right, Brad. So give us a little bit about, kind of your bio, a little bit about your expertise, so people who are watching can kind of know who you are. So
Certainly. I'm a web developer. I've had about 45 years experience doing this.
wow.
Okay.
And
Nice.
if you want to start out, Sana, Zeke's told me a little bit about your business. You want to tell me a little bit about what kind of website you're looking for?
Yeah, so I'm looking more of, I actually have some inspirational websites that I was going through that I could show you as well, but
Sure,
I'm
beautiful.
looking for more of a coming soon type thing. Because we're going to be converting box trucks into micro travel homes and also custom food trucks as well.
Great.
So it'll be focused around that.
So landing page.
So I have some pages here, or some websites here. One of them is Van Life KC. So these box trucks are going to be converted into micro travel homes as well. It's going to be an option, but they have more of what I really like is their menu option here, where you can just kind of come to the side and it's not like full blasted on the front page.
Okay.
Just that there is what I like. So, and here's another one here where it's unitedfoodtruck.com as well. And what I like about their site is where you go to their food trucks, it actually gives you a screen that you can click on. Or I'm sorry, it's build your own. A screen that you can click on where it gives you options. So let's build a food truck, or I would like it to say, let's build a micro travel home, right?
Okay.
Because it'll all be one page. And then they'll be able to choose from there and then go from there, and they'll be able to pick the size of their trucks, or if they have their own truck as well and we're just going to be renovating it, that would be an option as well. And what's their time frame look like, or how quick they want these trucks to be.
To do a website from start to finish for a landing page, we'll probably spend about 2 weeks in planning phase and going over with Sana precisely the requirements and getting the budget worked out, and about 2 weeks in executing. So in about 30 days, we should have a functional landing page for her. And collecting the data, do you want to collect it into a Google Sheet for now?
Yeah.
And then you're going to do the estimates
Yeah.
by hand and then maybe
Yeah, we can
automate
send
that
them
step
like,
later?
yeah, we can do that. I
Is
mean,
that
I'm new to this too. I've never, like I said, I tried to do it by myself and it didn't work out too
Gotcha.
well.
Is the information you want to collect, is the end goal to give them an estimate or to collect information just for now? To judge
Both.
the interest. Okay.
Can we do both?
Sure, absolutely. First phase, have interviewed our client. Second phase, we're going to write up a formal set of requirements. We're going to come up with any questions that we have for the client. We're going to review the assets that the client has provided for us in terms of other websites that they like, any art assets that they already have, and come up with a plan for execution. And then we're going to call the client and schedule a meeting, and we're going to review those requirements, and we're going to review the budget with you. And then if we have okay with the client, we're going to go ahead and begin.
Sana doesn't know this yet, but this service, we're actually paying for it. So she doesn't know this yet. So we're gonna actually be paying for this, so that way she doesn't have to worry about that fund. Because I think at the most definitely, I think at the basic level, most entrepreneurs, what they need is that, that website, that page, whatever it is to get started. Because once you have a foundational of what you get, that initial help, it kind of gives you a boost. Like, okay, I have people who believe in what I'm doing. I can actually focus on what I should be doing.
Absolutely.
And so thank you so much, Brad. If you have any more further questions or anything you want to comment, you can let us know. Being able to take Sana to Casey SourceLink and meet with Michael and also with Jamila as well to get the resources you need help with. Essentially, our goal today was to be able to showcase not just how entrepreneurs do what they do, but actually precisely how they can apply those things. So I'm glad you got to have those questions. I had to let them, say a little bit more so they can be able to go through more of the things she needed. And I'm hoping that the next time we'll go back there, she's already applied the things that she got it from them, and we can move forward.
My why is because I wanted to figure out a way how to take care of my children physically and financially and no longer have to choose between the two. I've had a job since I was 15 years old, and I've always just been determined to figure out exactly how to do that, right? But I always caught myself into working jobs where I was, living paycheck to paycheck. And I no longer wanted to live like that. So my whole life, I just knew how to work hard for somebody else. I have 3 girls, 3 beautiful girls. One is 17, 12, and 8. Maya, Naomi, and Jaylene. So this is me and my 3 girls a few years ago. This was like right in the beginning of when I decided to take control over my own life. This was the last picture that we took together before my new journey. Back here is my brother in the middle. He's the oldest boy. He's right after me. I'm the oldest of 7, and he's the oldest of all the boys. This is my sister, and that's my mother. It was really important for me to show my kids to be an entrepreneur was the fact that they'll be able to take control of their own life, right? I've had a job since I was 15 years old, and just having to transition into job after job and, to upgrade my job just to be able to support my family financially took a lot of my time, and I wasn't able to spend time with them. I had other people take care of them as well. Which was great to have a great support system, but I want to create memories with them that I'll forever cherish as well. So showing them that you're able to become your own boss and to create your own schedule and to have that time to really spend with your family was important to me. My mom, she was a single parent, and she struggled financially. She was always stressed out. Like she stressed out by putting $5 in a rundown car, so that's what really determined means to have a better life for myself and for my kids. But it seemed like every job that I worked, I was just living paycheck to paycheck and put myself in a deeper hole that I couldn't get myself out of. I felt like I was stuck in a cycle that I couldn't find my way out of. So I didn't want that same life for my children. My mom worked 2 to 3 jobs, and she was never home. We raised ourselves. I'm the oldest of 7 siblings, so I was stuck with all the responsibility as well when she wasn't home.
Well, I think people should care because the people we are featuring, especially on the cohort/rally side of the show, could be anyone. It could be them. It could be people who are viewing, because we truly go to everyday humans who have business ideas, who are hustling and bustling, and trying to create solutions. So you watching at home, this could be you on this show. And that's why I think everyone should care, because I know that everyone has a dream or a vision that they have, but sometimes they need help. They need step-by-step guidance. And that's what we're trying to provide and showcase in this show, and being able to bring the resources that are available for entrepreneurs to light. So I hope as you're watching, you're inspired, you learn something, and you're able to spark up that entrepreneur in you, the innovator in you, and be able to, find your community, because we are here to help.
Pick up the pace.